Let's do it.
Yep.
Hey friends, it's time for another new episode of the Two Clouded Mind Show with your favorite hosts, Chris
I have a very caveman brain.
and Dave.
He's falling apart in front of our eyes.
Subscribe to the Two Clouded Mind Show on YouTube and everywhere you get your podcasts.
Two Clouded Minds, baby. I love you guys. Oh my God, you're meant to do that.
Oh man, it gets me every time. What's up, guys? Happy Wednesday. Welcome back to another episode. We're here. We're back. What's up, Dave? What's up, Anthony?
Hello and welcome.
Yeah, man. Dude, it gets me every time. Just Anthony screaming, "Oh my God, you're sick for that."
Well, you are sick for that, sir.
Yeah, it's still
yeah.
true.
Yeah, we are. We are. But hey, guys, we're here. Welcome back, Anthony. You were definitely missed, dude, for sure.
What do you mean missed?
Glad to be back. Sorry I couldn't make it. I did like the KCDC situation. That was cool and cute. I didn't feel left out at all. I couldn't hold a straight face.
That's hysterical. But no, you were definitely missed, and Dave and I just kept things going, so we didn't have any breaks or gaps.
Yeah.
No,
You were there in spirit for sure.
I'm always there in spirit.
Oh yeah. Spirit for spirits.
Ooh.
Oh,
Got
snap.
something to say about it?
Yeah, well, let me ask you this, Anthony, what's your favorite episode of the first season 1 of Spirit for Spirits?
I actually just watched the last one, this fifth one, the other night.
Angel's Envy?
So that one's the most. Yeah, that was the most freshest one. I honestly liked the first one a lot.
Okay. Chris, what was your favorite?
I can't correlate the drink to show which one.
I don't have a favorite. I like it in general. I think it's cool. My favorite part about the whole thing is that like the style of the show and the way you guys like you do a demo, you meet the people, like the way you guys interact and like you go to different spots and stuff. I think that's cool.
Well, thank you.
But I
Thank
don't
you.
have an actual favorite.
Did I say it on the
I like that you're able to do those things behind the scenes and you get in depth. And not many people get to see that unless they're going on a tour, and not many people do that. So you're getting to see that, and you appreciate there's a lot of drink connoisseurs out there, and you would appreciate the in-depth detail and how passionate all these people are really about it. That's a really cool part of it as well. And then like the drink battle at the end, like you would think it would kind of be kind of quiet or hard to like it worked pretty good, like there was people talking and the bartenders were having their little chat. They weren't like super zoned in and focused. They were able to be professionals and get their drink done in a timely fashion and still talk shit or make some jokes and have a good time. It was in all it's different. It hits you with different things throughout the whole series, and it's a half hour. It's a solid. You get a whole lot of shit packed into a small period of time.
Yeah, you could tell like watching it that there's actual like segments. Like
Segmente.
yeah. It's well thought out and well done for sure.
That's a long way to say you never watched all the episodes.
No, I didn't watch.
I'm
I'll
just
tell you right now, I haven't watched
I'm
every
just-
single episode. No, I'll be honest with you.
Wait a minute, you haven't watched every single episode? What are we talking about here?
I have.
I
have it.
That's ridiculous. I need views, guys.
But-
I need views. If I can't count on
but it-
you guys to watch the episodes, who's going to watch them? That's the problem.
didn't lie to
That's
you.
the problem with like creating something like this, and we have the same problem with this podcast. It's that the people that you are friends with don't support your shit. Like everybody's like, it's cool that you guys have the podcast, but they don't actually watch the podcast or download the podcast. They don't do anything to support you. They just say, "Oh, that's great. I support you by saying, hey, congratulations, dude. Like, good job. But then they don't actually support the stuff. They don't actually like go and like turn it on and mute it and let it run in the background while you're doing the rest of your shit. You don't even have to like. I need views. I need people to click the like button. I need people to interact, like make a comment. I don't need people to say, "Hey, good job. I'm really proud of you." You know what I mean? That doesn't help me.
Oh no.
What helps me is
hear ya.
clicking the button and watching the episode, liking the episode, commenting on the episode, and if if you're feeling crazy, share it on your own social media somewhere. Like those are the things that people that will, if you support me, if you say that you support me and you don't do those things, then you don't actually support me. You just want to say you want the credit for supporting me. You want the credit for knowing me just in case I blow up, because then later you can say, "Oh, I knew him when," right? But you didn't actually help me blow up.
Yep.
You didn't actually help me blow up. You just wanted to wait to see if I would blow up, and then if I did, now you're going to act like you were supportive of me. So that's not why I asked you guys this question, but I'm glad that I got a chance to say that, because I don't think people
I don't think
people understand that. You know what I mean? I don't think people really get it, and it's the hardest thing to do. Like bands have this problem. Your friends are the hardest people to get to come see you play, right? Like a band will play out, say, once a week or a couple times a month, and their friends will come out one time, and then they're like, I came out to see you play. I don't have to support you anymore. They don't buy the music. Why would I buy it? I'll just listen to you guys play it, or I'll just download it and whatever. But like, why would I do that? And that's why bands have a hard time. Like my band, many years ago, we were very talented. We were winning like battles of bands. We were doing this, we were doing that. But the hardest thing to do was just to sell tickets. Like in order to play the bigger shows, you needed to be able to draw X amount of people, and we couldn't. We couldn't even count on our friends to come and see us. You know what I mean? So so if you're somebody out there who's listening to this, and you consider yourself a supporter, not just of me, because like maybe you don't like me, maybe you don't give a shit about Spirit for Spirits, like maybe like fuck me, right? Like who cares? But you have somebody.
Some people out there do want to fuck you, but continue.
Some people. Excuse me?
That wasn't saying me.
Because
I'm just saying that
Anthony, you and I have been friends for a long time. I don't like you in that way.
That's all right.
I just want to be open with that. I just want to be open and honest with you. I don't like you like that. Like you're a good friend of mine, but I don't want to have sex with you. No.
I can't even try and like go back with it.
No,
it's been 13.
That's an insane thing to say.
Years.
Insane thing to say.
God, we miss you, Anthony.
But yeah, so if you consider yourself a supporter of anybody out there, that's a friend of yours, and you don't actually do the things like I said, like watch it, like just put it on in the background and mute it if you have to mute it. And then just fucking let it play so I can get a view. I get 1 view or 2 views or whatever the case may be. Like those are the things that's helpful to me. You don't even have to watch it. Just click like.
Exactly.
Go on there, comment. I know Dave. Like I don't give a shit what you comment on the video. Just comment something. Comment, I get credit for fucking liking this video. Like, whatever you want to comment. Comment, Dave's breath stinks. You can comment anything you want. That's not true. That's not true, by the way. My breath is always
true.
fresh. I take care.
We've been in close proximity.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got a clean mouth.
Obviously, Anthony and I have made out, so
he's got a clean mouth. He just said.
My mouth is actually.
Three of us.
My mouth is actually cleaner than 90% of dogs' mouths.
Yeah. And the three of us have been in pretty close proximity to each other, and I can safely say that the two of you do not have stinky breath.
We've shared microphones. Yeah, if you share a microphone, like that's how you really know. Like we've swapped microphones and stuff like that, and you would know right away. Like one of us is not doing, holding up their end, but no, we have we all have good breath.
Or it could just be that the microphones smell like weed.
Our breath probably smells like weed, but again, it doesn't smell bad, and that's kind of the most important part.
This is true, my fam. This is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
now back to what you were saying, like
yo, real talk though.
Real talk though.
With the support and everything, like, yes, you guys like have merch and stuff, and it's not like
we don't have.
Of course,
merch.
you want people to buy the merch. It's not a requirement. It's the just interact a little bit. Just watch a video, like you said. Hit the like button.
Yeah. It costs you $0. It just costs a little bit of time, very little bit of time.
It's not actually factually correct that we have merch. We don't actually have merch. I made some merch and I like opened it up to you guys. Like, I didn't make money on that merch that you guys bought. We all paid. I paid the same thing you guys paid to get my sweatshirt and my t-shirts. So it's not like I sold merch. So I don't want anybody to think that we sold merch. We never sold merch. We never had merch for sale. And we never profited. We haven't profited. Certainly not profiting off you guys when we sold that merch. You know what I mean? Like I said, I spent the money. I spent the same thing you did to buy the sweatshirts that I have and the t-shirts that I have. So, you know, in the future, we hope to have merch and we hope to have stuff that's for sale. Because I think that the designs that I made were very well received.
I love that design, and that is a super comfy, super soft hoodie. It's lightweight.
Yeah, it's nice.
Perfect for days where it's like in the 60s out, you know, like even like an evening walk outside. Perfect.
Yeah, and so I would like to eventually, but if we do that in the future, then we'd have to do it a different way. I'd have to have them produced like screen printed as opposed to the way we did them, because the way we did them, I just had a very small run pressed, and yeah, so we haven't done any merch yet. So I'm not asking people to support me in that way. Like what I'm asking for is completely free. And the only thing it takes, the only thing I'm asking you for is like a little bit of your time, which is navigate to the site or to the YouTube, like the thing, comment on it. Like I said, just put a comment. I'm wearing socks. I don't give a shit what you write. Just put something. And
we all have these magical devices.
I know you're at some point during the day. At some point during the day, you, me, everybody who's watching is going to take a shit. Exactly. You're going to take a shit at some point. If you can't, while you're shitting, if you can't also bring yourself to click a like button while you're pooping, when I know you have nothing else possible to do, and it's like, you know, if you can't give me that, then you're not supporting me. You're not supporting me.
Yeah,
Speaking of which,
more than porn
did
on
I
the
talk
internet.
to you guys about Bourbon and Bullshit podcast? Did I talk to you guys about this yet on the show?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Briefly,
Not about on the show, but I heard it.
yeah, you said that you met with them.
so yeah, we did Albert and I did a podcast. This guy named Arthur, he's in Florida, and it's the Bourbon and Bullshit podcast. You can find them on YouTube. If you go to our YouTube channel and you go to the very bottom where it shows the featured channels, I think I put his channel on there as a featured channel. Additionally, on our homepage, you don't even have to find his channel. You can just go to our channel, because I put a link to that podcast video on the Spirit for Spirits channel as well. So if you're interested in, you know, hearing the backstory of how Spirit for Spirits got started and all that other stuff, then you can navigate over to either our YouTube channel or the Bourbon and Bullshit YouTube channel, click the like button, make a comment. Dave is a jerk. He's very mean to people. And then just send that comment, right? And then that would be great. And then and if you comment on one of these Spirit for Spirits videos, I assure you I will respond to your comment. I will reply.
He
I
will.
will.
The real Dave,
Yeah.
not a robot.
That's right. Yeah, no, I can't. I've used AI, there's no question, but AI is not to be trusted.
No,
It's not to
they
be
can't
trusted.
even get fingers right.
No, exactly.
makes any sense.
There's a lot of problem. There's a lot of issues with the AI and the truthfulness of the things that AI is giving you. But anyway, that's off the subject. Spirit for Spirits. We
Fuck yeah.
we crossed 5,000 on YouTube and 3,000 on Instagram. We're on TikTok. I have like 200 followers on TikTok, so a little bit by little bit there. Yeah. And we filmed the first segment for season 2. We filmed at the Asbury Park Distillery. First
Fuck yeah.
first distillery. We're gonna do 5. We're planning on doing 5 episodes, so this is one half of one of the episodes. So we're underway. It's official. Did you fart or did the dog fart?
The dog. The dog, dude. Oh my god. Whew.
Yikes. Yellow.
So what else is going
Yeah.
on with you
How'd
guys?
this shoot go? Go smooth?
Oh, yeah, it went really smooth. As a matter of fact, it was like a lot quicker than I thought it would be. You know, Albie and
That's
I,
beautiful.
we asked them for like 4 or 5 hours, and we were done in like 2.5. So it
That was the
pretty
one
good.
you were gonna have to go back like a second day for B-roll, right?
I did that. Yeah. Well, I was able to go through after because we were done so quickly. I just got the B-roll that day. I was just like, hey guys, you chill here for a minute. Let me go do my thing. And I just walked around and got a whole bunch of B-roll. I did go back 2 days later with my drone, and I flew the drone around the outside of the building. Tried to get some aerial shots. Like it's like a nice like shot of the front of the place, so on and so forth. So I got some aerial drone shots that I'm hoping to use in the episode. And my plan going forward is to try and bring my drone everywhere I go now, just to try to work that in.
Just because you have it, you rather have it and need it than need it and not have it.
Right.
Yeah.
And so
drone shots are so cool. I know a
Usually-
lot of people are like, they're like becoming more popular. I feel like because I feel like I'm seeing them more. But dude, I appreciate the hell out of them. They're so cool. It's such just a cooler perspective.
yeah, and so if I
No,
have it,
and it's a tool you have. You might as well use
exactly, I have it in my bag, so I may as well throw it in there because just even if it's just one quick drone shot, people are like, "Ooh, a drone shot," you know.
No, yeah, absolutely. Literally, you know, you took 20 minutes to get the stuff together and get that little clip, and then it's a 2-second shot. But you have it. You might as well. It makes that extra,
So worth it.
extra little effect. Oh shit! Some people might be like, "Oh, a drone."
Exactly.
Go razzle dazzle on this.
Those are the
bitch.
people that want to have sex with you.
Well, I don't know about that, but they, you know, it does make us
You
look
got to go to horny jail.
looks more
Anthony.
professional.
We're
Yeah,
gonna send you to horny jail.
yeah, seriously.
Hi.
Let's see if I have anything for this.
I'll blast all over you, bro.
Whoa!
This is what Anthony has right now. Here we go.
Oh, no.
Erection. Erection.
That's good stuff.
Nah.
I'm broken. I'm broken.
Yeah. So
That was a good time.
Spirit for Spirits is doing well. We're chugging right along. Obviously, we'll keep you guys updated. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. You jerks.
Chugga chugga, baby.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But yeah, the shirts did come out
So-
nice though, right?
No, yeah, I got one of everything.
Shirts
It
came out
good.
nice.
I rocked it
The
up.
stickers came out really nice. Shout out to Stick 'em Up. The stickers came out
Stick 'em
great.
Mm.
And shout out to John L for the shirts. Shout out John L.
Yo, our boy John L. Always
Sir.
great with the gear. I made him do the. I wanted to get hat for the softball
Mhm.
because they really don't sell hats with the girls team on it.
Right.
So I got him to make those. Oh, man, whatever you need.
How many hats he made for the
That's
team?
all.
No, for me, but it was
Oh.
also like, you know how I do. I was like, listen, like I want a hat for me. I don't mind 2. So how about we set it up? You know, give me a couple hats, so that A, I could have them, and B, show them to the people, and like, you know, if they want them, you know, bring me. You know, I like to bring business around if I can.
Mm-hmm.
Does he do more than screen printing? Does he do embroidering?
Yeah,
Oh, cool. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
Embroidery.
you just have to pay
Embroidery.
a $25 fee for embroidering, like, so like he has it's like a different file and a different thing, and then from that point on it's saved, and then you can do it. And then like for the girls, he had to actually change the logo because it says Galaxy Girls like this, and then a little bit here it says like Sayreville AA, and then softball in smaller words, but they're so small. He's like, dude, like it's just gonna look like a blob of stitching. So like we have to remove that. So depending on obviously what you're stitching, but yeah, he can do it.
I had
He did
My light bulb's going off like crazy. It's been for a
yeah,
while.
like you know his
nice.
logo, like that little simple face for his like company thing.
Mhm.
So something simple like that, like he stitched that
For
on
his-
hoodie,
for
like
his
nice,
company thing.
Nice.
for his company thing, right?
You
You know that little thing he
excuse me.
does. You know that little stupid thing that he does.
I was trying to think of the word. It's mascot. Excuse me, it's his mascot.
Well, it's logo. It's actually logo. It's not a mascot. It's a logo. But
Well, they
my
call their
point
little
is,
mascot.
my point is that like he's a friend of yours, so you don't really take his business seriously. It's his little business thing, right? That's the kind of what I was talking about before. I'm just using.
Wow,
I'm just
don't
making.
put me in that category. I spread love to every.
No. I'm just letting you
that I
know
know.
that it's a matter. It's like the words you use matter. You know what I mean? Like because it's clearly in your
I
mind.
agree.
In your mind,
rightfully so,
in your mind, AKIG is not a real business.
is shot.
Excuse me. What'd you
You said my mind, and I replied, is shot.
Oh.
What is
You're
the
right.
name of the? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. It was
All I know is Goon.
AKIG. All I know is
Goon. It's not the greatest name for a business. We'll say that. It's probably not the greatest name. I'll bet you if you had a chance to do it over, you might not call it that now. But you know, he and a bunch of his skate buddies back in the day, that's how they all got started. So, you know, but the business has been succeeding and staying alive and you know, for years now. So like to his credit, the AKIG thing is still kicking. But
and I could say
there's a lot of parts
I
to
met that
his
guy.
thing.
He's a very nice guy.
yeah, he was on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's good. He's cool peoples.
And I
Yeah.
remember
There's a lot of parts to it because of the skating aspect, where there's skating videos and things like that.
Yeah.
Then they got the artistry, and then they do things they do with the town,
Yeah,
and then
so
he has the clothing side as well.
What they have,
And-
what they
and
call
the
that is
business.
a company. Yeah. Just the one word for it. You could just use one word for it, and that word is company.
Well,
shit.
well, because he has different separate entities, so I'm just describing them separately. Because what he's doing, where we're getting the clothes from, is separate from All I Know Is Goon.
I think my computer is slowing
You
down.
know what? Maybe he's growing out of the name per se. I think it's cool. It's unique.
I don't think he's growing out of it at all.
You know,
Definitely unique.
No, didn't you say? I thought you said something about.
I just
along
said that
those
it was
lines a minute ago.
I just said that it wasn't a good name for a business. I didn't say he was growing out of it. That's just my opinion. My opinion is that the name of the business, if he, pardon me if I wasn't clear, if he had a chance to do it over today and rename it today, I'm wondering if he would still call it that. He might, but in my opinion, that's not really a name that rolls off the tongue. You know what I mean? It's not like a catchy sort of, and even the acronym AKIG is not easy to say, or it's, you know what I mean? It's not like it doesn't roll off the tongue. So as far as like marketability, it's probably not the most marketable brand name. So I was just saying that if he had a chance to do it over today, I wonder if he would still choose that name, or if maybe they would do something different. But when they chose that name, they probably weren't thinking that it would be something that would last this long, that it would be something that would grow with so many arms, like Anthony is mentioning, that all these different things where they have their hands in. I wonder, you know, I doubt that they thought that it would still be running, like, what, 20 years later, 15 years later since they started it or whatever.
That's so
Right. Yeah. It was something they started up as kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there was a bunch of kids, couple artists, couple, little mini entrepreneurs, and they're a bunch of skating, and they started with videos and designs, and then created skate videos and a little clothing line. That's what your AKIG is. And then as he was in that for so long, he met his partner, which is Star Graphics, which is where we're getting any clothes that we get from. So he creates his own clothes there for AKIG, but if you're going to him for, I want the 100 shirt deal, you're going to Star Graphics, not AKIG. That's why I meant, like, I was separating them, where he has two different entities.
Got it. Still cool.
Yeah.
Still cool. I
No,
have a
dude,
couple-
like that
That's
kid was
fine.
hustling since the day I met him. Young kid, like,
Good, man.
grinding, has a passion for something, and then just kept going with it. So that's cool.
Hell yeah.
And he's a humble dude.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And he happens
Well,
to be a very talented skater.
I would like to throw them a little bit more business, because I have some ideas. We'll talk off camera. Start very small, something for each of us, kind of deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, he's met us all. He knows me and Dave well. He's met you. I mean, He's a businessman.
Yeah.
He'll take care of us
And
if any of us
I
need
want it to
anything.
be known straight away, just because like there's a relationship between you guys, and I have met. I'm not looking for anything special. I'm not looking, cut me a deal.
No, no, like
I'm
he'll
Yeah.
take like he'll take your order, he'll give you the price, he'll get it done in a timely fashion. That's what about taking care of you.
Yeah.
Like he's not gonna mess with you, and
Yeah, his
he's
price
not
is
gonna be
always
like, oh,
fair.
I'll get it to you.
Yeah.
What?
His prices are always fair, and yeah, you're right. He's very quick on the turnaround usually.
Oh, sick. Yeah, yeah. We'll definitely talk as soon as we
Especially, I
wrap
mean,
this
if
up.
you like, anytime I've ever ordered anything, if I wanted it fast, I was like, listen, I'll give you the money right now. You get it, you make it, I'll come get it. Whatever the case may be, he's good like that. If he's at the shop, he's got something to make, he'll make it.
All right,
Especially
cool.
if it's stitching, you just put it on the machine and the machine does it.
I have more shirts.
Cool.
I put in a second order of Spirits shirts. I realized that I didn't really get enough on the first run because I don't
Mhm.
I don't have anything to give away as like a swag for people. Like the Bourbon and Bullshit guy sent us some stuff, and I haven't I'm still waiting for the shirts to get made so I can send him a shirt. But like it
Mhm.
it kind of made me realize like, oh damn, I should probably have gotten more than just like for myself and my friends. But I wasn't.
Yeah,
I wasn't
speaking of-
I
thinking
mean,
about that.
yeah, you
Yep.
could always do at some point, you could always do the deal that we did
What do you mean the deal that we did?
with the shirts, like as far as to getting them for a really good price.
Oh,
like the
well,
100
screen
shirt
print.
deal.
You're just talking about screen printing. It's a different. Yeah, that's what I mentioned that earlier. That if we were gonna do like actual merch, then we'd have to have them screen printed as opposed to the way that we had them now. Just pressed.
Yeah,
That's it.
I'm stoked on a couple things. It's gonna be sick.
Nice.
You're sick.
Uh,
Well, you have his information, like via Instas or whatever. Reach out and ask, and he will respond.
sweet. That's exciting.
Super duper. Ah, you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Hey, so man, very random.
go.
Have you seen anybody ride those like it's literally one wheel, and they like
Yes.
stand side of it and they
Just
ride.
yesterday, I saw an old man doing it.
I've seen them. It's not like this is my first time seeing them or anything, but like the other day it was driving and then like this I seen like four in abundance, and they're all like the modern day Evil Knievel's, bro. These people are fucking reckless and dudes in the street. Like I'm in like West New York area, so it's like city-ish areas.
Yeah.
In it like I'm in a box truck, homie's in front of me, like on the road, and then like he's trying to like he literally gives me one of these, whatever the signal was that he's fucking going left,
Chill.
right, whatever this was. He's
Yeah,
standing, he's in front of me doing this, and then literally just does like a quick 180 and like parks. I'm like, yo, this like I would be shitting pants. Like I have so much like respect and hate at the same time for that. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
Like you got balls and then you're also a dick. Dick and balls right there.
You got the full package.
Yeah.
No, I feel like anybody that rides those things, they're like super agile, super good on their feet. Like I don't think I know for sure. Like it would take me a long time to even like be able to go 10 feet on that thing.
I feel like I would definitely, yeah, I wouldn't just hop on and get it. I think like I would get it and then be fine at some point, but I'd be hurt. I'd get some bruises.
Oh
yeah.
and they wear like full helmets, full pads. Some of them do.
Oh
do.
yeah, he had a helmet on, and you did the proper turn signal. Still was a reckless move though, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit was
They're
wild.
crazy. But that's city life too. That's city life. I feel like you see a lot
down
of
here,
that.
like, and those things go like fucking
prevalent.
40, dude.
Yeah, they go fast.
This
You can
dude,
get
you're just standing like slightly bent, I guess, like hunched slightly a little, just not fully, and you're just standing, and then you're just 40 miles an hour, just standing.
Did you ever see the
Wild.
video of the dude that modified one of those and he dressed up as Aladdin and it looked like he was flying on a carpet down the street? That's really cool.
That's awesome.
That's really
Yeah, okay,
cool.
listen, doing something as a prank, all for it. You know what I mean? But you're
I
just
think he was
that's your
dead serious.
that's your commute. Booking it on that. Like I don't know how I make it a week. I'm dead. Probably get hit by something.
Yeah.
Crazy.
When I lived in the city
I
many
think-
years ago, I rode my skateboard. I skateboarded to and from work, so it's
Yeah.
not
See,
all
like,
that different.
On the road,
Yeah, in the city.
Yeah, no, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to. In the city, you have no choice. You
Yeah.
can't skate on the
right?
sidewalk.
That's fair. I don't know, but like still, I think I don't know, man. I feel more scared on the I don't even know what that thing is called than a skateboard. I feel like.
I don't
I
know. I,
forget
mean,
what it's
I
called.
know
yeah.
that you
Or
have
I mean, you
like
can
a
compare. You can say, all right, skateboard wheels versus that thing is probably like just like a almost a car tire wheel with nice rubber situation,
Mhm.
and like a skateboard wheel's like hard plastic. What is that shit? Like it's not.
it's hard plastic.
I don't know what the material is.
It's
but-
plastic.
It's not hard plastic, but I couldn't think
It's plastic.
of the skateboard wheel. Like, is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what maybe it was a specific thing. I don't know. I'm not a genius.
It is. It's
It's
plastic.
basically called like a one wheel.
They
And
just
you-
call it a one wheel. Hey, let
and
me
you
get
have
a one wheel.
And there's a little hand
Yeah.
controller for it, and you just use your hand controller, and that's what drives it, and you just chill.
Oh, it's a hand controller.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel
yeah.
a little more better about that. I thought it was
Yeah,
like
yeah, you have a remote.
Yeah, you have a hand
I
controller.
thought it was like the hoverboards.
Yeah, it's called a one wheel hoverboard.
Yeah, I'm not sure what hoverboards
No, right, but
you're
you know
talking
the
about.
hoverboard that the kids hoverboards where they just stand on it. It's got two wheels on the side, and you
That thing.
you ride it.
Oh yeah, no. It's not like that at all. That's
Because
totally
those you
different.
have like the pressure pedals
Right.
on those things, so you have to like slightly like I'm thinking that's how that drives on that thing. I'm like you have
No,
to
commuting
slightly tilt. I'm gonna
commuting on
fucking
one of
kill
those-
myself,
yeah,
too.
commuting on one of those hoverboards would be insane. But riding the one wheel thing, yeah, you have a hand controller where you accelerate and decelerate and stuff like that, and brake or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I could.
Okay, you know
I
what?
feel like I could ride
I
it
feel like
pretty.
5% better.
I feel like I could learn how to use one of those things. I think I would be able to.
I
do
got
it.
a quick fact.
I think
about
you would
the-
too, but I mean, I do feel 5% better about it now that it's a hand thing and not like a foot pedal sensation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just
That
have
was
you have
like,
to have
I'm
good
serious.
balance.
You got to have quick reactions, my man. Like when he did that
Yeah.
turn, I'm like, how did he do that?
Yeah. But I'm looking at the just some Google results, and when you scroll down after you search, it gives you like other suggestions, like other questions. What are the most common one-wheel injuries? Some of the most common types of injuries
broken
that
wrists.
are caused by future motion
Concussion?
one-wheel boards include.
Broken wrists.
So you said concussions and you say broken wrist. The first one that's highlighted is broken and fractured bones. Individuals who have been injured by future motion one-wheel skateboards reported
yeah, I
broken or
need body
fractured
part
bones.
specifics.
Fractured may be fractured finger, hand, foot, leg, arm, and more.
Finger, hand, arm.
So you get fucked up. Yeah, so
The
you
wrist
get
is
fucked up.
wrist bone's connected to the arm bone.
Hell yeah, you get bugged. You're on one wheel, fam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is. Well, I mean, like
Unicycle. Can't believe they call it that.
pretty much you're breaking your hands / wrists / arms because you fall and you put your hands out to stop yourself, and that's probably where you're breaking.
Right,
most
and
of
you're
your
going
bones.
like 25 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Call
So
like a
you
uni
just-
toonie.
Your hands turn into chopped meat.
One of these suggestions is, what is the one-wheel controversy? And then it says, one-wheel riders suffered severe injuries when the one-wheel scooter nosedived and stopped suddenly, violently injecting the rider off the device.
So the front of it
God.
touches the
Dude,
ground and
catapults.
stops you, and you just go flying. But that's a balance
so that's
problem.
basically akin to like if you're rolling slow on a skateboard and you hit a rock. you just-
Well,
And
you just
sport
said rolling
stops, yeah.
slowly. Like this thing's saying like it has a thing. You're going, and then all of a sudden it just slingshots you
Well,
forward, basically.
No, that's
Well,
not what I'm
Dave
hearing.
can-
That's
Dave
not what I
can-
got from that. No, I
But
don't.
Dave can attest to this. If you're like cruising on a skateboard and you hit a little rock, you can roll right over it. But if you're going slow and you hit that rock,
It
man,
might
it's
stop
like
you. But what I'm
you're hitting
thinking
a
is
wall.
what I'm thinking is this, because it's different than what both of you guys are saying. When you're on a snowboard, this is the best example I can give you, and you're like flat and you're going down the hill And if you kind of open up where your front side is facing down the hill, and then you catch a front edge, you catch the front edge, like you're supposed to stay tilted back on your heels, but instead you catch your toes because you lean forward too much.
Oh, shoot you forward.
So what I'm thinking is the person is standing on this thing and they lean forward too much, and the front of it hits the ground, and boom. That's what I'm saying. Like you're standing on it like this, and then you're going this way, and the front of it touches the ground and stops you, and you go flying, and you fly off the board. It's probably a balance problem. I don't think the machine is just stopping. You know what I mean? Like randomly stopping. I don't think that's what's happening. I think the board where you're standing hits the ground because you lean too far forward.
Yeah.
Just like snowboarding.
Man.
That's why I mean, yeah.
You just get ragdolled.
Yeah, you just go. It's yard sale time. Your shit is everywhere.
That's my favorite term, dude.
Yeah, total yard sale. You just everything is for
Hell
sale.
yeah.
Everything must go.
See ya.
Yep. Your cool little backpack, your cool little man purse, gone. See ya.
Gone. That's down the mountain.
Yep.
You got a pole over here, boards over there. Your goggles are up the mountain.
I broke my finger. My first broken bone happened because somebody yard sailed on a slope right in front of me, and then I tripped over one of their ski poles, and I fell and broke my thumb. I fell forward and broke my thumb because I tripped over his fucking ski. This dude his shit was fucking everywhere. I was trying to get between it, and that was the last time I ever skied. Because the pole went between my skis, like over one and under the other, and I just tripped and flew. And then after that, I started snowboarding.
I've never skied. I've never snowboarded. I did a lot of sledding.
Same.
Sledding's fun. Snow tubing.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much the same
That's
thing.
my wheelhouse. Yeah, the same thing. But that's my wheelhouse on and I've never been on a mountain with snow.
Really?
Never once.
Well, you got to live a little, fellas. You got to live a
Yeah.
little. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Now-
It's a little scary
I've been
sometimes.
depressed all my life.
It's a little scary
I've
sometimes.
always had the mindset that because I skateboarded so much when I was younger, that I don't think it would be too difficult to learn to snowboard.
It's applicable. It's applicable. It's not the same. It's not the same. Like I'm a pretty good snowboarder. I'm not a great skateboarder. So like
Okay.
there is a certain difference to it. Like when you're snowboarding, you have to have your center of gravity is much further over the side of the board than it would be on skateboarding. If you were skateboarding and your center of gravity went that far, you just fall off the board every time. You just keep falling over. You can't stand up. But like when you're on a mountain,
Yeah, I don't have a center of gravity.
when you're on the mountain, you know, you can't be parallel to the mountain, perpendicular to the mountain. You have to stand up. You know, if you have to, keep yourself sliding down. So you're basically,
You're on your heels.
You're leaning all the way over onto your heels, where your whole body weight is outside of where your heels are, or your whole body weight.
Rip your ass up.
Yeah, your whole body weight is right on the tips of your toes, like over the tips of your toes. So it's like the balance of it. You have to get comfortable with like really leaning back or really leaning forward. So it's a little bit different from skateboarding, but the balance aspect of it would certainly help you. You know, the general balance aspect of it.
I have no shot.
It would you
I would try it with you, Anthony.
the first day you'd probably both get beat up quite a bit, but I think that happens for everybody. You know, like when I first started, my first day, I shredded my gloves. I had to get a new pair of gloves. My hands slid on the ground so much on my ass or on my front that the gloves were just shredded, both of them gone. My hand, you could see my hand on both gloves. So I had to get a new pair of gloves. I mean, we got our asses
Kicked.
But we didn't have anybody, like, for example, if the three of us went, I would be able to teach you guys and tell you what to do and what you're doing wrong and whatever, you know. When we went, me, my brother, and my buddy Greg,
Yeah, I'd still be doing it.
we probably, but at least you'd have pointers. We didn't have any pointers. So that's how I ended up. We got our asses kicked. Like, we're shredding our gloves. We're doing all this stuff because we were just figuring it out. Nobody was there to tell us what to do. At least I
Dude, it's a Porter Hill. Just go down it.
Come on. Yeah, when we were young, we were like 17 or 16. We didn't give a shit. We were just like, let's fucking do this, you know? And we did it.
Yeah, the older I get, the more things hurt. For instance, getting tattooed the other day, I was miserable the whole time. He got it done rather fast, but oh man,
That looks like it was a rough spot, dude.
Yeah, it sucked.
For the podcast, where'd you get tattooed?
For the podcast, I have got this.
Chris's
Well,
right,
that's
his
on
right
his
side of his rib
his,
cage.
like literally from his hip to armpit.
On his right side, yeah, the whole side of his body from pit to hip is what it looks like a snake.
Yeah.
Is it a snake or a dragon? What do you got there?
Snake.
Should've been a
Traditional
dragon.
snake.
I'm gonna if it's okay with you, Chris, I will use the picture you sent us in the text chain, and I'll put that in the episode.
Yeah,
Cool.
absolutely.
All right, I'll use.
It's pretty cool.
Thanks,
that on the
guys. Yeah, I
screen.
go back in a couple weeks to just get it shaded. I'm only doing black and gray. I'm not gonna put any like bold coloring in there or anything.
Maybe just like if you're doing anything, just like the eyes have like some if your color or something. Other than that, I think black and white's fine.
Yeah.
And that's more if it was a dragon. I would put like little red dots in a dragon's eyes.
No.
Other
It's,
than that,
what you got to do, Chris, is get like an implant, like how people get like the little jewel implanted. You got to get the implant of 2 jewels for eyes. Now we're talking,
that's legit.
right?
Oh
just
my
2
God, you
jewels, like 2
bedazzle yourself,
Yes,
I get
exactly.
a couple surface piercings for his eyes. Hell
Yes,
yeah.
there you go.
dude. Get a nose ring. Fucking shit. A snake with a nose ring.
That's tough. But it's crazy. Like, as much as this sucked, when I was looking at it when it was done, I almost, I'm planning other things now. So, like, I almost want to get the same thing on this side. So both snakes are, like, facing each other, essentially, because this one goes a little bit on my belly. And then I want to get, like, I want to blow, like, a crazy skull on my, like, or skull and crossbones or something crazy on my belly.
Have the 2
Like in the
snakes
center.
both like forward, and then put a big apple in the middle, like the Garden of Eden.
There you go.
Just a really
I was like, at first
A
you're
nice,
describing, I was like, you're having your snake
shiny
down. That's
red
weird.
apple. Just a big belly button apple.
Dude,
Oh
I
my
don't
God!
want
You know
that
how like when you
color
go to the
if it
store,
sucks.
you go to the store, and when the light hits the apple, that little shiny spot,
Glint.
that's your belly button.
Glint. Yes. And you put a belly button ring in, and yeah,
Bedazzle your belly button, you son of a bitch.
like a treasure troll. Like a treasure troll.
Man,
Little jewel
I'll
right in
just
the
grow
belly
my
button.
hair out a little longer.
Yeah.
yeah. I like it. I dig it.
Yeah, man.
But that's cool. That's a good
so
tattoo.
that- yeah.
I've been thinking about what my next tattoo is going to be. I haven't decided yet. I have a couple of ideas.
Yeah, me too.
It's funny, like, and this is probably gonna sound so stupid to so many people, but it kind of makes sense to me. Once I had this done, now I actually feel like a tattooed person. I know I have a lot of tattoos and I have my face tattooed, but this just kind of like fills such an area, because my back is done, my chest is done. I actually feel like I'm a heavily tattooed person now.
That's the line
Dude,
for
you've
you.
been heavily hit.
Well, the line's different for everybody, and that's
Yeah.
that's interesting. That until now, I mean, you have a butterfly tattooed on your forehead, but until now, you did not consider yourself to be a tattooed person.
I think like the second you put ink on your face, you consider yourself a tattoo person. But he was like, nah,
No, well,
not today.
I think that was probably
Man,
like
hold my beer.
you can make the argument that before he got face tattoos, he was probably qualified as a tattooed person. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
100%. But I'm saying that you have to draw the line there. Like you get like after that, you're still
Oh,
not a tattoo person.
not
At the
everybody.
face,
that's interesting.
and not just one on the face.
Yeah.
So do you
4,
think that
3.
at a certain point you'll get to a point where you're like, this is too many tattoos? Like I think that
no.
now we've
As
seen
long
like
as there's still canvas.
a new achievement is unlocked. Like there might become a point where you look at it yourself and you're like that. I'm maxed out. I never thought I'd
Dude,
say
I
this.
got it.
I never
Dude,
thought I'd say this, but I'm
the
maxed
snake-
out.
the snakes you're gonna have pointing, point to the logo.
I am getting
know.
the logo tattooed, and it's really up to you guys if you want to do it. But I'm definitely getting it. I'm probably gonna put it on my leg. I have a bunch of real estate on my leg.
Bunch of real estate.
Yeah, but yeah,
That's when you know. That's when
to
you're a tattoo person.
circle
All your
back
body
to,
real estate.
yeah.
I would
To
probably
circle back to what Dave was
pass on
saying, yeah, there'll be a point where I definitely am done and satisfied. But I definitely want to do, since I have like this goes all the way up here, I want to do a full body suit. So
Huh.
like I fill in all this stuff here, my other thigh, the back of my other leg, just little stuff here, this side of my stomach.
How about
I have a
do you have
question.
anything on your feet? Do you have anything on your feet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
I have a question.
Go
Do you
ahead.
think? I guess it's a. Do you think there's an age where you'll stop, or do you think it should you'll be like 60 getting one?
If I live that long, yeah, I'll still be getting tattooed.
Okay, it was a two-parter. So so if you're bald, you're gonna go like on the dome.
Yes, 100%. I've already have something plotted out for the back of my head that potentially, if that happens, can grow into a full skull tattoo.
Nice, a treasure map.
Yeah. Just
I
like
I don't know, man. I don't think you're gonna go bald like that. Like if your hair,
No, I don't
your-
think so
Your
either. I have
hair
a
is
really
too,
good-
yeah, it's too sort of still too there. To
Yeah.
you probably would have been losing it by now.
Yeah, I still have luscious locks.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna go bald like that. You might shave your head, tattoo it, and let it grow back in or whatever. But yeah, I don't think you're
See, I thought about that too, but
in danger of that.
the thought of shaving my head over getting a tattoo gives me more anxiety. I don't look good with real close haircut at all on the top. It just I feel like I have a weird shaped head, and I look like a Nazi when I shave my head. So I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I can relate to that. I shaved my head one time a couple years ago, and I looked terrible. I looked like
Yeah,
I looked like
dude.
a cancer patient.
Well, at least you guys have the option.
But dude, like shaved heads and tight haircuts work for some people. Like it works
Yeah,
for
like
you.
you have a
especially
nice
if
looking,
it's
ha-
you have a
it
nice
has to
shaped
work
head
for
though.
me.
Like my head is a weird shape, so I looked bad. Chris said
I
said
have
the
a
same
real
thing,
Weird shape. Yeah.
but your head looks fine. Like you don't look bad, without hair.
I don't know. Maybe one day.
It's at least
find
a
out.
reasonable
I'm gonna
shape.
send the picture to you, Dave, later to insert if possible of me with a shaved head. And dude, it's bad.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I look like a criminal. I look like it's bad.
And then all right. So since you're inserting that, then Dave inserts his
Just
His
putting all this work on the poor guy.
his passport photo.
Whose
Ooh,
passport?
you got a good passport photo?
Oh,
Yours.
mine? Yeah. My passport photo, I look like a terrorist. I look ridiculous in my
Sick.
passport
I was
photo.
joking. You're gonna say, "What do you look like, Al Qaeda?"
I do. I had the bushiest beard. Like I completely forgot. I went on vacation a couple months ago, and with my family, and we needed the passports, and I had completely forgotten what my passport picture looked like. It's so fucking funny. It's so funny because I have this just preposterous. Like I don't grow a good beard. It's like all patchy and like not full. I don't know if it won't connect. There's no sideburns. Like it's just not a good beard. But I think at the time I was dating a woman who really liked me with a beard. So I just let it grow because why not, right? Like I didn't care at that point. And it just grew and grew and grew. And I had this ridiculous, stupid beard on my face, and I got my passport photos taken. And so now it's like, yeah, you can randomly select me anytime you guys want. Yep, I'll just be over here waiting for my bag to get picked open. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like the
Oh,
picture,
that's fucking
I don't look almost anything like my picture in my passport. So people are like, can you step over here, please?
Yeah.
Yeah. You take your shoes off.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy looks pretty freshly cleaned in front of me. This picture looks sketch.
Yeah, this picture looks like a guy who's part of some sort of sleeper cell. and now you're trying to change your appearance, I need you to step over into
Yeah,
that line over
the
there.
sleeper cell just woke up, guys. He's in front of me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
What is
rough.
your business in the United States, sir?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I live here.
Yeah.
I'm a U.S. citizen.
Yeah, I'll put that in. I'll have to make a note of that.
Dave, guess what I did?
Somebody text me that in the group chat so I can remember to do it. What did you do, Anthony?
TikTok.
What does that mean?
I got in a break last night,
Oh, you did.
but like not like that kind of break because
So
I
was
did
it through my
more
channel or
so-
somebody else's?
I've been just scrolling via research.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I kind of just want to gather information
Time
and
out.
then just from what?
Hold that thought for Chris and anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about. I started a new job, and my job is in sports cards, and there's a component where you can go and you can get into, like, there's a case that's going to get ripped open, and you can go and you can purchase buy into that case, and then you could potentially get like really great cards that come out and stuff like that. It's called a break. So basically a case gets ripped or broken, and then you get whatever cards you've bought in for out of the break, and it's like you never know what you're going to get type of a deal. And so Anthony was interested in potentially getting involved in one and maybe getting taking a chance to get some good cards. And so that's where we pick up this story right now. So you were scrolling around TikTok, you saw a couple of different channels that do the same or similar type of, break open the case,
Right, because on
pull
the
the cards
I have
out.
right on the sports lottery page, I have a decent amount of followers, and in that, basically majority of them are in that realm. So I've kind of just been scrolling on who's live and then just seeing how it all gets done. Different variations of prices and what they're doing. Right, they're opening kind of the single pack, like your money line situations. They're opening where it's just like a graded or ungraded card, but it's in a enclosed case already. Then there's ones like you got a box of cards that has X amount of packs in it, single packs and blah blah blah. So there's all these different types of breaks. And then so I was kind of trying to get into one less expensive just to get into one. I want to be a part of the process. So I was scrolling last night, and there was like a flash sale on somebody's, and it was 7 boxes of optics. So it's like 5 packs in each of those. And then 1 bigger box, and then 7 single packs. So it was a decent amount of stuff, and it's the same thing, like 32 NFL teams, Chris, and you basically pick your team, and every team is a different price based off of like which card you're chasing, right? Like last year's rookies, so like Atlanta was expensive for Penix, and Minnesota for JJ, and the Bears were expensive for Caleb Williams, etc. So I'm looking, and like those teams, which would be the highest price, was $44 to get in on a break, as opposed to like the 88 or whatever. So I was like, you know what? Let me just hop in this one. There was only like 10 teams left, and Atlanta, Minnesota, and Chicago were also on the board, bro. So I'm like, let me pick 2 out of these 3, and all 3 of them did very well. So I didn't choose Minnesota. I chose Atlanta, Chicago. I chose the Giants. Obviously, they were cheaper. I chose the Chargers because they were a fairly cheap team, and then the Dolphins because they were cheap. So basically just two that I wanted to get the hit, 1 of my team, and 3 just lower priced points. So for 5 teams, I was in with tax total and everything was like 138 or some shit.
Okay.
So I ended up at the end of everything, I got if there was top 5 cards in the entire break, I hit the top 2.
Nice.
So
What were they?
Pretty good there. I got I was going to get into that. Sorry. I got the big box at the end that has like 1 guaranteed like patch in it was Penix. So I got
Nice.
the Penix patch card. And then the second best card was a Roma Dunze. I can't think of the word that it calls. It has like church
Refractor?
things on the back. What?
Refractor?
Not refractor. It's something else. I can't think of it. It was on my search history. So that one was like very good. And then the next best card was like a good hollow JJ McCarthy rookie. But I got a Tyler Nubin that was pretty good. So from the Giants, another like Michael Penix. I got a Tua. So like a couple like okayers, but like the the top 2 cards in the whole break I hit, so that was pretty exciting.
Nice.
As for like the time, I just wanted to get in more so of an experience. Like I was like, all right, whatever happens, happens. I just want to kind of get the whole vibe, how the customer experiences it and how the person on the other side does and things like that. So I'm pretty happy that will come. They're gonna ship it tomorrow, so it's been pretty good. So I can't wait to see those.
Cool.
That's pretty exciting.
Nice. Congrats. That's fun.
Yeah.
So now, essentially, with what you pulled out of the packs, you made your money back.
Well,
I think when
right.
I fell asleep like because it was super late because you have to wait for everybody to sell it out, and then like waiting for them to rip all these cards. So like I kind of like completely knocked out minutes after it ended. So I was quickly looking it up, and then I had a busy day up until now. I think like the card was that Roma Dunze card. I didn't look up the patch because you have to like specifically find out which one it is. It's more specific. It was at least enough that covered my spendings in there just off the Roma Dunze.
Okay.
So
Okay.
but you have to
Yeah.
actually, but you actually
I
have
was
to
doing
sell it.
What?
But in order for that to happen, you actually have to sell it.
Correct. Absolutely. It's worth what somebody's willing to pay for it. Sure, absolutely. But for the money I put in, and even if I just, I potentially made out just fine. Like if I sell the Penix patch and the Roma Dunze for a floor
Sorry,
price
guy.
of what the average is, I should be up no problem. So wait, I don't want to like take up too much time, but you remember the last time we talked about sports lottery?
Yes.
It wasn't very great. It was just a basic idea.
Sure.
So I kind of like encountered a little bit of the process and thought of the idea a little bit differently as opposed to like I have this one item, 10 spots, blah 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 blah. So I was kind of thinking of like the same way where it's 32 teams situation, but the teams have no relevance to relations to the what you're winning. It's just like getting a spot on the board. And whether like I have like it's going to be 8, so like 8 prizes, right, of memorabilia. It could be a graded card, it could be the stadium or whatever, and then there'll be like 2 spots giveaway for free, like to hop on, so that the price point is even at 30. There's 8 things to give away. It's a 1 in 4 chance, and then there's 2 chances at getting on the board next time, and everything is a single price, so it's not like I'm getting Atlanta for this. It's just pick a random team just to get on the board, and at the end, once it's all filled, there'll be like colored stickers, for instance, on the back that match said prize, and that's kind of how the thought process now become. So it gives me like, because you got to ship all this shit, so with all that it is, there's like a little budget of what everything is coming in for paying for the shit and making sure that I'm not looking to make money. I just kind of like the whole feel of everything, like the vibe, and you're able to interact with the people. I'm not trying to make money. I'm trying to just get something going here. I like it. I don't want to do the cards thing. Everybody's doing the card thing. I'm trying to be different.
Are you married to just sports cards, or
It's not sports cards. Like mine was mainly
Sports memorabilia.
Now, sports card is technically memorabilia, but mine's more so of like autographed picture, the stadium of the Giants, a Mickey Mantle, whatever, like just different memorabilia that sports fans would, are all alike, all different. And then it's going to be at least be one card and everything because everybody's always chasing a card. So you have something to everybody to win, and it's a smaller price, like $25 or $20 to get in to a chance at you got a 1 in 4 chance to hit something. And 1 in 3.5 if you add the 2 free spots on the next, on the next one, where some people are getting a 1 in 8 chance at a chance to get into something. You know what I mean? And the money's more. I've seen a lot of people are now. Obviously, you're chasing a higher rewarded thing, right? You're chasing a $1,000 card, and you're spending $60 on a 1 in 8 chance to get into something to then have a chance to hit something with these teams. You know what I mean? We're here. It's like, hey, these are the 8 prizes or 8 memorabilias, whatever. If you don't like anything on this board, then you don't have to really necessarily hop in. You know what it is. You just have it's a 1 in 8, 1 in 4 chance of hitting one of them. There's going to be different, something's a better piece than this piece, right? All over the chart of worth and value.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because like I see a lot of like Pokemon cards and shit like that go for a lot of money and are like a hot thing right now.
Well, Pokemon's been a hot thing for a long time.
We're
Same
actually
thing with cards. Like you don't know about the thing until you start getting into the thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's like my nephew. We've said this. Like he breeds get like certain reptiles that you can't get in the U.S. Like you have to get it from him, or you have to go get it from out of these animals don't live here. So like there's a market for almost everything. So that's another thing. Like how the idea of thinking like, all right, I got a stadium or I got a couple pieces. Like how many people are going to be interested in that? Well, I don't know if there's like 50 to 100,000 people that are just scrolling on a live. I got a good shot.
Now,
I liked it, like the enjoyment of it too. I enjoyed doing it, being on the one side. I wouldn't mind doing the card breaks, but like you're in a polluted area.
but that's what I was gonna say. Like back when we were kids, they mass produced so many baseball cards and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're called wax.
So it's different now, right? Like,
Yes,
they still
because
do the
now
same?
when you were your old baseball cards, you were chasing the guy of the year, right? Whatever card came in that thing. Now the way they've been creating them over the years is you could have the Caleb Williams, right, the quarterback or that somebody's chasing, right? He could have like 50 different variations of a card that are all over the spectrum. He could have a 1 of 1. He could have a 1 of 10, a 1 of 25, and that's what makes it different from the cards years ago. Is they're putting more and grouping like this is a 1 of 1, this is a 1 of 10, hollow this type of thing, uptown,
Either their
downtown, your mom's
jersey or
town.
something, right?
Yeah, just different there was a baseball card. I have it. I didn't and they made, I forgot the guy's name. It's an older card, but they had a run and he was just sitting there holding his bat. And at the bottom of the barrel of the bat, I think it said "fuck you" or something on it. And they
I heard about that.
ran like 100 cards or a certain amount of number of cards before they realized it said "fuck you" on it. Still sent those out and then remade so like him, the player himself, worthless. But that card that says "fuck you"
Yeah,
is
it's rare.
worth.
Rare. Yeah, that's cool.
Because I had a whole binder of cards. I have card like Disney cards, like Ninja Turtle cards, and I just brought it to a card store. Like, oh, these are my cards. I didn't know nothing when I did this, and then he was scrolling too, and that was the only card I had a Bo Jackson that he took out and put in the case for me, and then he saw that card and he was just like, and he looked, he was like, ah, damn. So it's a card that they're looking for. Got yet again, player couldn't tell you his name. He probably was a shitty player and nothing like that, but just that card.
Yeah, that's cool. I heard about that.
Misprints. Like same thing with Pokemon. If they had a misprint, that's the one they want. It's things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough game. I know nothing about it. I just know that there's a lot of money in that game.
There's a lot of money in that game.
It's true.
And people go nuts for that stuff.
They do, and like not that I don't think it's a good idea to do the card thing. I mean, there's so many people doing it, and everybody's doing just fine doing so. I don't want to. You don't have to. Like, there's so much knowledge into it and all these different things, and you're fighting with other people. Where I could do something where I'm not really fighting with many people on, and I don't have to worry about it, and it's just more comfortable. Like, oh, I got to go get these packs, and people aren't happy or something. But I just listen. This is what's here. You already know it. It's not a mysterious card that you're shopping for. This is what's here. You don't like these teams? Cool. The next time there might be your team on here, and you could take. And it's more fun. I like to go to sports stores and find that random memorabilia and on marketplace. When you did it, like again, when you were looking, you saw probably some sports signed memorabilia stuff. Some people like to collect. That's just a nice piece to add on when you're chasing all these other cards. You know what? I just spent $400 and got one card. You know what? I could buy 3 entries and save $325, and I might win this cool memorabilia piece. Yeah, so that's where my thought process is at.
Speaking of memorabilia and sports people, I think I heard through the grapevine that Tommy DeVito is going to be at the bar.
Sorry.
Good
Tommy
for
DeVito, he's
good
going to
for
be
him.
hanging out.
I think so.
Yeah, I cannot
Is he
stress
cooking
enough.
chicken cutlets?
I can't stress enough
I
that
think he's signing.
you have to just for your knowledge and understanding, Tommy DeVito is an absolute nobody. He's a nobody. He's going to be out of the NFL maybe by next year, as soon as next year. Like he's
They're like he's going to be out by
is
like July 1st.
nobody. So like the reason why he's coming to your bar and doing all these other things is because he needs to make money somehow, because his 15 minutes is almost up. So Tommy DeVito is a zero.
The only way
No offense,
he
Tommy.
ever like
No offense.
gets a chance is like if there's like a quarterback.
There's no chance.
meeting
He's probably
ceremony.
getting cut from the Giants this year. He's probably getting cut from the Giants.
I was trying to do a dramatic thing, man. I
No,
was gonna say like all the quarterbacks, first string and second string, and have to like get together to have like a meeting, and then they all get sick for and then that's the only chance.
he's
like,
not even
yeah.
the third string quarterback though. He's the fourth string quarterback for the Giants, and he's probably getting cut. So he's gonna have to hope that some other team picks him up to maybe
But
be
he's not on
their
July
third
when they
string.
make the 53. When they make a cut down roster to 53, he's gone, dude.
Yeah, he's not gonna be on the Giants. So yeah, Tommy DeVito,
Who's going to be their
Peace.
quarterback this year?
probably
Right,
Russ.
it's gonna be Russell Wilson to start the year, and the future is Jackson Dart as of now.
Was Russell Wilson a Seahawk?
Originally, yeah, he's been on other teams.
He's been flopped around after that. Not too many times, but enough.
Was
Denver,
was he on the
Pittsburgh.
Dolphins?
No.
Fuck.
Broncos and Steelers, and now the Giants.
Mm,
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, so
I'm nervous about that bet.
Don't-
But,
dude,
all right.
Don't
there's
be nervous.
no reason to be nervous
Okay.
about that bet. There's
Dude,
no reason.
Okay.
Hard Giants fan who makes really bad decisions based off of me being a fan.
It's true.
This
is the most. He
Dude,
cannot be unbiased.
Before they got Russell Wilson and the draft, they had a 3.5 over/under win total. After the draft and Russell Wilson, it went up. Sure, it's
5.5.
not going to hit 9, dude.
It's 5.5.
The absolute. I'm saying 7. My number is 7. So like, if the over/under was 7.5, now I'm like, all right, I'm not making that bet because I'm a fan, because that's too close for me. But yeah, 9. No. 8, I'd be blown away, and I think everybody keeps their job. But at 9, no.
All right, cool.
Not gonna happen.
You heard it here first, folks. I trust these guys because they know sports. And with that said, trust us and trust me when I say you can find us every week on YouTube, Wednesdays, youtube.com/the Two Clouded Minds Show. We're all over social media at Two Clouded Minds. And if you don't want to watch us, you just want to listen to us, we live everywhere that podcasts live in the audio world.